As the build-up to the Darley Newmarket July Cup continues, last year's winner Fleeting Spirit looks to be in good order. We caught up with her trainer, Jeremy Noseda.
Jeremy, she had a long break before she came back to the Golden Jubilee. Is she a horse that's had issues?
Yeah, we've had issues. You know, she got injured last year in winning the July Cup, and then we had another little problem shortly before the Haydock Park Sprint. So she has issues, and we had to do a little bit of work on her ankles during the winter, and that sort of delayed me. And you know, she's become a little. You know, we have to mind her in her training, and which meant, you know, I couldn't get her to a prep run this year, although I didn't have a prep race last year, but I didn't get her to a prep race. And I feel because she's a little tricky to train now, I'd sort of minded her enough that I didn't have her as fit as I should have done for the Golden Jubilee. I knew that going in, but it was important for me to get a run under her belt, and I knew she was fit enough to do herself justice to a point anywhere. And now she's come out of the race well, and I hope she'll move forward for that run.
Is she the type of filly that needs a run early in her prep to sort of round her off?
No, I think she's a filly. You know, nowadays with having to mind her from work to work, you know, it's mostly hard to get her as fit as I would like at home. So yeah, I think now she, you know, last year when I ran in the King Stand and I took on Scenic Blast, I was sure that she was ready to go and run a race. This day I went to Ascot and I knew that I'd need the run. So, you know, with her having to mind her, she's changed a little bit now, but I think she'll move forward for that race, and if things can go well over the next 8 or 9 days, then she'll arrive there in top form.
Having said that, her run in the Golden Jubilee, she did run a very fast time, and she probably was disadvantaged a little bit being on the side of the track she was on.
Yeah, I knew going into the race that we didn't have any real pace on our side, and we lacked a little bit of quality to run against on our side, and I feel that if she'd raced on the near side with Star Spangled and his group, that she would have finished second on the near side. That's my own opinion. I might be right or wrong. I don't think I was fit enough and ready enough to go and beat the winner, but I think I would have finished second on the stand side. You know, but I feel that my filly will move forward enough for the run to be really, really competitive in the July Cup.
We saw her canter up Warren Hill this morning. She looked in great order.
Yeah, she's in top form. She'll do a bit of fast work tomorrow morning, and you know, we'll get through that and then decide. You know, she'll have a little blowout Sunday, Monday. You know, prior to the race. So we've got 2 easy pieces of work between now and race day, and hope that goes smoothly.
And you're expecting a fair bit of improvement between now and then?
I think there's £5 to come. To be honest, in terms, I think she'll find a £5 improvement for the run.
Well, she certainly likes Newmarket. She obviously won there last year. Is it one of her favourite tracks?
I think she's competitive on any track. I mean, the only thing we've learnt over a period of time is that she doesn't really settle when she's away from home for a long period of time. So it's very much suits her to race in this country. And having tried America twice and having gone to France on a couple of occasions, she just seems to fret a little bit while she's away. So I think at this point, you know, we'd mostly look at just keeping a campaign to England now.
And the 6 furlong, is that her ideal trip?
She's shown good form at 5 and 6, but I think her best form is definitely at 6 furlongs now.
Coming into this race in comparison to last year, where do you line her up?
You know, I want to see her work tomorrow morning, but my own feeling is, you know, if things go well, as I say, over the next 8 and 9 days, I think she's going to arrive at the race in exactly the same level as she was going into last year's July Cup. And that's my gut instinct. You know, and then on the day, as in any sprint, you know, draw, pace scenario, are you drawn with the pace horses to take you into the race? They're all factors that you've got to consider. So in a sprint, there's a few elements that, you know, you don't really know until the draw of the race comes out. But if we can get those little factors all in a line and suiting us, then you know, I think that we'll be in great shape.
On paper, looks to be a fair bit of speed there with Star Spangled Banner and Kingsale King. Would you like to be drawn somewhere near those two?
Yeah, you know, in a sprint you want to be drawn with the quality and with the pace, so you've got something, you're racing with those horses, and yeah, I'd like to be drawn right next to them, to be honest with you. You know, if someone gave me the choice, you know, I'd like to be drawn within within two or three stalls or wherever Star Spangled is, you know, because then I can look at a horse who has the class and the quality, you know, wherever he is, he's going to be where the race is, and that's what I need to be, you know, with a horse that's going to take me right into the race.
And she's been keenly sought after to be ridden. Several jockeys chasing the ride at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Queally is, you know, is most probably where we'll go. He won the July Cup last year, but when you have jockeys of the, you know, of the calibre that are ringing me up asking for the ride, you do take a sit down and think things over.